What's up, guys? I'm super excited about what I just saw from the Rockets tonight. This was a huge game for so many reasons. I might talk about this a little more in a separate video, but most of you guys watching this have been knowing what's been going on with the Rockets, over the last week or so. We're starting this kind of small ball lineup, and now with the trade deadline here, we've traded Clint Capella and fully committed to this. And honestly, I look at there's pluses and minuses with doing something like this, but the Lakers are the one team in the West that can completely take advantage of this. And it's not just because of their size, but specifically because of Anthony Davis, and then secondly LeBron James, but mostly Anthony Davis. I think that he is more so a problem what we're doing because he's so versatile. It's not the JaVale McGee's and the Dwight Howards and the Rudy Goberts. Those guys are actually going to struggle. Like, those guys are the ones we can play off the floor in some ways. And yeah, they might get some offensive rebounds, but if they think they're just going to post up JaVale McGee or something like that ain't going to work. Like, it's the Anthony Davises, the guys that can play on the perimeter a little bit. They can shoot, they can offensive rebound. They're quick and agile, coordinated. Like, they can really take advantage of just smaller guys guarding them, but then also guard the other end. I mean, we saw it definitely early. Anthony Davis' perimeter defense is really good. He had some good plays on the perimeter, both Russ and Harden, until Russ got going, and it was a wrap after that. But he was the one I was worried about, and just to see this matchup and us being able to overcome it and ultimately win this game, I mean, I can't even lie. I'm so hyped right now about what the Rockets can do moving forward, and ultimately what they're going to be able to do some damage here in the West. So just into this game, early, it was really back and forth the entire game. But early we saw the presence of Anthony Davis. They started him out on Russell Westbrook, which I think was a good call by them. They were definitely prepared for the small ball lineup. And Russ kind of took some mid-range shots on AD early, but after that he realized, this floor is space, I'm going to just start attacking. And once he started attacking, he found some kickouts. And then once AD came out the game, eventually, he just started eating Kuzma, and he just got going. I mean, Russell Westbrook was clearly the best player on the floor again tonight. I mean, this stretch he's been on has been nothing short of just spectacular. I loved every minute of how he played tonight. It was awesome to see him go up against them. He played the same way against the Lakers last game. We won the game this time, and then he scored a few more points. But this is pretty much how he played. They don't have an answer for him. And the Lakers, with their size, as long as they keep, as long as they're keeping some of those bigs on the floor, you see they're just uncomfortable. Russ had a highlight dunk tonight, and if you watch, you see that, like, JaVale McGee is running out to the perimeter. Well, early in the game, he actually messed up. He ran to the middle of the paint, and we found a three-point shooter. So I'm sure the coaches were like, JaVale, I know you're used to running to the paint, but we need you to guard on the perimeter. So he did that, and it led to a wide-open dunk for Russ. So, like, it forces these bigs off the floor, with as many shooters as the Rockets have and the two playmakers of James and Russ. It's really going to be challenging for most teams. I mean, honestly, the Lakers are the best team equipped for this small ball lineup because of Anthony Davis. And this is just one game, and I think in a series, Lakers would make adjustments and try to take more advantage of this. But it's just them. Like, teams like the Jazz and centers like Jokic and Gobert and some of these teams with centers like that aren't as skilled, aren't as agile, they're mostly going to be in a tough position. That doesn't mean they're not going to have big rebound nights or just nights that they really just killing us inside, but they're going to struggle out in the perimeter guarding us. And then with us being smaller, it's easier for us to help and double and get the ball out their hands, make them tough post entries, make them tough getting to the basket. And even if they do kick out, and for open shooters, if they miss any of those shots, we have, those are long rebounds. Those rebounds aren't falling right into the basket. So definitely someone like Russ, he's great at getting loose ball rebounds that are kick, long rebounds, and that's just better for the Rockets and their small players. And then Covington, the guy we got for Capella, he was huge tonight. Definitely in the second half, you saw him getting more comfortable. I mean, I think I'm really going to like him. He really can stroke the ball. I saw it. We know that he can shoot the ball, but even just watching him tonight, his highlights, his stats, like he puts them up. He shoots from behind the three-point line, like feet behind the three-point line. He's very active in passing lanes with his hands defensively. That's all great stuff for what you want in a small ball lineup. You want guys that are lank and active. And like, we have active defenders like PJ Tucker, Russell Westbrook, Covington, Daniel House. Like, that is going to be great for this team. And again, this was our biggest test. I can't say enough about that. Just us beating the Lakers. I thought we should have had them last time we played them, but that third quarter really got away from us, and for us to just to complete this game, I mean, that's a great sign for the Rockets, guys. I mean, I know we got the Suns tomorrow on a back-to-back. I think we'll beat them, but regardless, even if we had lost, I had seen enough from about the first half, definitely through three quarters, where I was like, this can work. This can work to a certain extent. Again, we'll get to the playoffs and we'll see what matchups we get and how it works then. But this is going to be a really tough time for certain teams, especially when it comes to guarding Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Harden saw a lot of doubles tonight, and I think he will, with the small lineup, get to see how to attack this better if they're going to just keep hard doubling him. What he needs to do. And he did a good job of just, getting rid of the ball. I think they need to figure out something a little different when Russ is off the floor, because Russ is the guy that, yes, he can't shoot, but when he's given the ball off that double, he attacks, and he either gets that layup or he forces them to collapse. Everybody else seems a little bit uncomfortable. And even Russ at times tonight was a little sloppy with the ball, and they'll figure that out. Like, I'm not too worried about that. Lakers are a great defensive team. Again, this was a great team that the Rockets beat tonight. But we're now 5-0 doing this lineup. Like, that's great stuff. I'm super excited about what's to come, man. Like, this was a hype ass game. Watching Russ go off on them like that. Covington hit those last couple threes against the Lakers, like the best team in the West. Like, here we come. Hopefully we can string together, get a good run. I mean, we're kind of behind the Nuggets and the Clippers right now. I think we're like 3 games back. With about maybe 30 games to play or so. So, we'll see where things end, but I'm really excited about the Rockets and, things moving forward. Talk is we're supposed to get a center in the buyout market, and which I believe will happen. And if that happens, man, like, again, the sky's the limit. The sky is the limit. So, let me know what you guys thought about the game. This was the first game, first big game with the small ball lineup since we made the trade. Let me know what you think about, maybe what you thought about it coming into the game, what you think about it after the game, and what you think moving forward. But other than that, just thank you guys for watching this video. Back with you guys for the next one, and make sure you subscribe if you're new. All right.